Okay guys, this is a new record on the how to do duplicate and align this object on your scene. So I already have camera shot one. If you don't know how to create camera and how do we get into this point, go back to the original video that I record on the live lecture. And the reason that I make this video because the first live record I got confused myself about the volumes, how to move them, even though I already had it in my head. But this is going to be a little more constructive. So right now, the reason that I set up the camera first, after I finished the model of the platform, because I want to see how it's gonna lay them out, how it's gonna be laid out. So now I need to do a little test. If you remember, we will use duplicate spatial instead of regular duplicate. The reason is when you look at on the hierarchy, we want these name to be different name than the original. If we just do record duplicate on the group object, it will not rename this. I can try it. If I go to edit duplicate, can you see? The new group node is called 02, but the hierarchy, the lower hierarchy, the name has not been changed. Now, in the duplicate spatial, you can go to edit duplicate spatial, open up option. There is an option, assign unique name to children node. Let's try it. I'm gonna delete this number 2. I'm gonna select 01 and click apply. Now when you look at on the outliner, if you don't have outliner, right here, this button, can you see the P1 RAM 7? So there's no duplicate name at all, because if you have a duplicate names, the problem with this is when you do a more complex animation, if you have to do a scripting or some other deformer or stuff like that, Maya might get confused about which object need to be calculated, or maybe Maya might apply the calculation to both objects, which will not be your desire on that. Okay, so now as I duplicate spatial, I got to test, see how many units I need to move. So basically, I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna start it from the top one, move forward, move up to the top menu right there. So it said minus 5.049. Let me zoom in. We want a number to be easy to remember. What about minus 5? Nope, it's not good because it's overlapping. So what about 05, because it's 049 is too many decimal numbers. So let's do with that point. Here we go. So has a little gap. If you look at on the perspective view, it's hard to see, so it's okay. So now just remember, this one has to go up minus 5.05. So I'm going to copy that values, and what I'm going to do though, I'm going to select that and delete temporary. So this time I'm going to select the group again. So let's see how many, maybe 1 2 3, let's do 4. So I want 4 object, add more 4, and the translate is Z, right? It's positive, negative Z, so right there, so you put positive Z. So because duplicate spatial is allow you to duplicate multiple copies. So now let me move that here and shrink it. When I click apply, here we go. So can you see now it's connect? What about, I think we need one more there. So actually that's too much. I can delete them if I want to. Let's click number 5. Can't see it, so let's delete that. So actually 3 copies enough. So this time I'm gonna have to move this down, so I have to be positive, because if it's negative go up, positive go down. on actually it's forward. I used the wrong word, and I just need only one, because it's a positive Z, right? So it's a forward, negative is backward. Click apply. You get to select the RAM one. Click apply. Here we go. So now we got that. So now this is a 0.5. So now we need to go to the side here. So it has to be connect there. So I'm gonna just duplicate this. Just only one. I'm gonna reset. Just memorize that number because we will probably need to use it to go up. Okay. So okay. So I'm gonna have to write it down somewhere. 05. Well, so now I'm gonna just edit duplicate because we just want to test, and then we're gonna move and go up. There we go. I move one. Let's see if I can do. Here we go. We try to align them first. How about that? So what if it's 49, right? So how about full, point full, sorry, point full. Here we go. Let's zoom in. Let me maximize this. Here we go. So that point full. And how about this? How about 2.5? Well, not quite good. Can you see? It's offset so much. So let's see if I move that in, move this down. How about that? So this might have to be 2.52, and that can be, how about 2.5, 4.39. Let's see, 39. I think how about 38. So that moved to the left. I think I can do more. How about 37? So 37 is kind of good. What about this? We don't want to offset too much. So this is a go up, translate Z. How about no, let's go down. So this is a 2.52 down, right? So let's move this down back. So how about 1? Oh, no, sorry. How about 2.5? That's better. So basically, I don't really know exactly the number, but you can just try. Let me try, how about 3? Nope, got to be 2.5. 2.5 and offset a little bit. So now this one, there we go. And if you remember, when we move this object right there, we move how many units? Let me check on this one. So we move minus 5.05, right? So how about, let me select that. This is came from that values. Oh, my bad. There we go. So this is came from that values from this object because we duplicate from the object 1. So that's the values, and actually if we move this up, if you remember, is positive, right? So let's freeze this quick. Modify, freeze it. And after you freeze it, because we know that we want to move up in negative volumes of point, because of this is the one. Can you see minus? That's the one we want to go up, just right here. So we can copy that values and come back and select this, and then we put negative, and we want 3. How many copy more? How about just 4 or 3? Assign. It look like that. So this is a little easier, right, than what when I do Flash, because I didn't organize them well. So now you could do the same again by moving this, shifting, or you could do like this. Select all the group together. And then we group another section, and when we duplicate one more, that might be a little simpler. So I'm gonna group it to itself. Control G. Here we go. Group. And we're gonna move this. Let's duplicate duplicate again one more time. One moment, guys. Oh, okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna just test duplicate first. Sorry, duplicate group number 2, and then let's see how much do we need to move. So we move that. I believe it should be right around. Let me move more. I use middle mouse drag. Here we go. So how about 8.74? That's about right. So 8.74. Here we go. So now let's get to there, right? So delete that group 2. Just copy that volumes. Here we go. And then delete group 2. The reason that we need to delete because we just use duplicate. This time we want this, so we want a assign unique name on every single one of them. So select group 1, and the values will be positive on X. So let's reset this, turn this on, positive. So 8. And when you click apply, see it's go to that side. Now select the group 1 again. This time we will go to the other side. -8. Here we go. So now we fill the object up, and that's it. So I'm gonna save this in again. I'm gonna save to number 2. Okay, so that less confused compared to what I did in live section.